Hola, soy Virginia, and this is another session of WorldsAcross Toolbox. Today we're going to talk about the difference between SER and STAR. This is one of the basic problems that students have when they start learning the language. It can be very difficult and it can be a struggle in the future. Fear no more, as today I'm going to provide a brief explanation about the difference between SER and STAR and when to use them. So the first thing that we have to bear in mind is that the verb SER and STAR in English are just one verb, the verb to be. So in order for you to know when to use it and how to use it, we need to ask ourselves one question. Is it this thing that I'm going to describe permanent or something that can change? So the verb SER, you use it when you want to describe something that is permanent or that is unlikely to change. Characteristics of a person or an object. So it can be intrinsic of the person, it can be permanent, physical things like height, size, color. When we talk about the verb STAR, we're talking about things that are really likely to change or that are temporary. For example, when we talk about moods or when we talk about states or temporary locations, we use the verb estar. So for example, if we have a sentence like Ana está muy bella or Ana es muy bella, we're talking about two different things. When we say that Ana es bella, means that she normally or usually is beautiful, that it's something that usually doesn't change. But if we say that Ana está bella, is that we're talking about something in that moment, that she is beautiful in that moment, that probably it's not very common in her to be like that. So when we want to talk about things that are likely to change, remember, we use the verb estar. Okay, so now that you know the difference between these two, it's important to know that as every other language, Spanish has exceptions. It sucks, I know, but it's part of the language. So one thing that you can do is to practice with us here in WorldsAcross. Join us.